This is how you do it all in a day.
What was the point of this? This is how I do all the things? Is that what I said at the beginning? I hope that's what I said at the beginning.
Come along. I'm a trustworthy adult. Good morning. It is 4:16 now. This is how you do it all in a day. Probably have to come up with a better title than that, but that's what we're working with right now. Let's break up the morning into two chunks. First chunk is going to be the selfless stuff, and then we'll get into the selfish stuff. Selfless stuff is going to be agendas, sending out nice things to my team, like happy anniversary or happy birthday, work anniversary stuff, and whatever else I can crank out in the next hour. So I'm not going to do anything weird. Well, I'll do weird stuff, but like corporate weird stuff or family weird stuff. It's all good. Come along. All right, so the selfless work is basically done for the morning. Got my agenda out for my staff meeting. Question out to the web team about some pages that changes that I want some context on. Agenda for me and my counterparts for our staff meeting this morning, and a couple happy work anniversary emails out the door. Right now we are here. Hey, how was your weekend? Bangin'. Felt long. Friday night, date night. All right, it is 6:50. I'm grossly behind on time now, but I think that this is what happens on Monday when I don't have to run. Selfless time is done. Selfish time is done. Let's go, I guess it's more selfish time because I'm gonna go work out. I think a big part of trying to get it all in too is giving yourself a break. Like, I'm pretty rigorous with the day, but basically the only thing I really have to make sure of is that my ass is in my chair by 9 o'clock for my first meeting. It sucks that I'm this late at this point. Okay, so I'm not gonna get like a full gym session in, but I can at least go for like 20 minutes. Something is always better than nothing. I wish it was like an hour ago at this point, but it's not. And I can't do anything about that now. What I should do is get smarter about what my overall like content plan is, because that's where I ended up losing the most time this morning, but I'm still doing okay overall. And again, as long as my butt's in my chair by 9 a.m., it's all good. 7:30, that's probably 5 sets of just super basic chest and back. Better than nothing. Tub shower. Should be there by 9. Done. And we're off. 3 minutes to the next subway. Assuming we make this subway, we're in good shape. Assuming the subway's on time, which is a lot of assumptions. 4 hours into the day. Commute was okay, got some calendar cleanup done, did a little bit of editing. Wasn't ideal. At this point, I don't know what I'm gonna post later today, which I fucking hate, but I don't know. Not too bad for 4 hours in. And it's 8:50, so we'll be right on time for that 9 a.m. All right, we made it. Now I can project my voice a little bit more. I feel so weird doing that in public.
Morning.
Morning. Happy Monday, y'all.
How's your weekend?
Thumbs up over here. How'd Ohio do this weekend?
It is always worth putting that agenda together because it helps me do more stuff. So doing that thing, then it removes barriers for other stuff that'll pop up. I'll have to explain this more later, but I'll come back to that. They were important things, but they were it was all very technical.
What your vision is on it.
How do we take what you've learned over the past couple of years based off of what you've learned in the social space and apply that to here? Tens of thousands of small businesses, if not hundreds of thousands of small businesses, want to follow because there's useful information that's happening on a consistent basis that's just making them smarter small business owners relative to marketing holistically. And it just happens that we provide the service that can help them get there, right? It's like if I prop it up right behind Terrence's desk. Hold on one second. I get
Reynolds was that way.
out of the gate. Definitely gonna need y'all's help with what are we currently doing towards categories. Can be super high level, trends, videos, category literally just a bulleted list of stuff along those lines. Good God, it is 12 o'clock now. Back to back since I walked in the door. What's the most succinct way to say this, Tim? To do all of the things, being organized up front makes it so much easier so that as more chaos rolls in, you just have more time to take a deep breath and have it be somewhat already organized, if that makes sense. I also haven't finalized an edit for any type of piece of content yet today, but it's only 12, and all I gotta worry about is what's next. 1:30, I might look like I'm sweating because I just got off the walking thing for a bit. And of course, taking meetings from it. Here's my Achilles heel in all of this. Because content comes last, it comes last. And therefore, I didn't plan super well last night, didn't make the most of this morning's content time, still have nothing to post this afternoon. Not a problem per se, but something I can totally get better at so I can keep doing all the things. Like, should I have written it last night? I don't know. I have to get out of my own way with a lot of this stuff.
If we were to upload a white paper versus an infographic.
If they're able to give us a ballpark of, based off of how it's going to be distributed, their recommendation is
Engagement, performance,
I would say
types of content.
yeah, recommended topic 2 o'clock, run to grab lunch, shitty meeting I don't want to have, I don't know what else. So this right here is actually like a big piece of this, just making sure that I have time blocks so at the very least I can run out and grab myself something, because otherwise like the day is just going to absolutely fly by, and if I don't give myself a break, I won't. Let's just say I've had time periods where I haven't figured out ways to eat, and that's not good. Plus, like, just giving myself the ability to get out of the office, even if it's just for 10 minutes, this makes a huge difference. Even on a shitty day, like just this little walk, and I'll call Kelly right now as soon as I put this down, this helps a ton. But it's all time blocking. I got the Renee Rat Bowl, if I'm pronouncing your name right. And it looks like it's almost identical to what I get, so I basically modified it to mine. I don't know if it's worth doing some sort of comparison in any regard. What would have been a smarter thing to say about the salad I got is that it's basically the same thing that I get every day, so the ordering is super easy, and never having to think about what to eat for lunch saves a ton of time, especially when you roll it up over time. Granted, I just doused mine in Flavor's hot sauce, but the one thing I will give her on this is cilantro. It's actually a super smart add-in. I don't know if you get as much bang for the buck volume-wise there, but smart add-in. On that time blocking front, now that I'm basically done with my day, we're in this section, so I've got this pink, I can't really show you specifically, it's there, yeah. That is where I say TWLB, which is Tim Work-Life Balance, aka get your ass home because you can log on later. So that's my cue to get home. It's only like 5:47, so long ass day so far for sure overall, but not that bad for a big ass job to be able to leave here around 6 o'clock. And I'm not gonna say this isn't exhausting. This shit is exhausting to do this day in and day out, but it feels worth it. Like, I don't know. I get addicted to the outcome. That's a huge part of this. Like, doing all the things is in part getting addicted to the outcome. What I mouthed back there on the subway to the camera, because I hate talking out loud in public like this, was that saves time too. Like, just utilizing that downtime, so to speak, even if it's just 5 minutes on the subway here and there, it helps. Hi, kiddo.
Well, 7:15, or she can always, if you need to drop her off at the gym at 7:15, she can walk across the street.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just, I gotta make this like Edo, whatever it is. Edo 3.
Oh, so how about at whatever time, just text them and say, can we head over now?
Okay.
But that's all fine because we have running club anyway, and then she has Taekwondo. Like, you're not missing anything if that's what you're worried about here.
That's what I'm worried about. Because work-wise, because there's nothing Thursday, I can just sit in a hotel room.
Long division.
What is it called this year?
So tomorrow I'm going with Grace.
Yeah. I would have voted for you.
Welcome to Snack Hour. Something Kelly and I discussed at dinner, which is a great point on her part, is that there's never an excuse in regards to being able to do all the things. if she needs to run, she'll literally run with a backpack to work just so that she can get in the run. Make our kid get on a bike, go with her. So she gets things done just simply by finding the will, I guess, or the way. And it's kind of remarkable to see on a consistent basis.
Big shit's lollipop.
Wait. Ready?
Ow.
Oh.
Okay. I'm good to go to bed.
Oh. And then I came back from London and he stuck it in my office, but I was
Thank you.